Hi guys, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. Brace yourselves. I'm going to tell my raw and uncensored truth. Okay, that's not new. Um, but what is new? There's a lot that's new actually. I'm all brand new. Um, like a virgin. Anyway. I don't know why I just said that. That might be a channeled message for somebody. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm boggled. What does that mean? I'm going to have to Google the lyrics because there's probably a message in there for me too. The way I channel the messages can come through channeling a song title or a song or, sometimes channeling certain other informations. Like, I will say a lot of sayings that people say or idioms, and that will be a message for somebody because they've recently heard somebody say it or they've said it themselves. And there's a lot of wonderful channelers on YouTube. I'm watching you all. I love you all. You guys are awesome. You guys make me feel less alone in this world. And I appreciate and love all of you so much. I'm very happy to be part of the community, even if I'm not very popular. And that's just because I tend to look through your ego into your soul, and that can be very uncomfortable for most people. Like, most people don't want to look at themselves. And that's because they ugly. Who the fuck said that? Sorry, guys. I can't right now. I've been switching a lot. It's very hard to stay me anymore. Been really traumatized lately by a lot of things that I just can't control right now. There's so much out of my control at the moment. And I wished for this. I wished this upon myself. I did. I said, God, please, God, I will do whatever you want me to do. And now my hands are not mine anymore. Now every word that comes out of my mouth is a deep truth that your soul is longing to know. That your own soul could tell you, but you wanted to hear it from another soul. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with needing confirmation on what our intuition is telling us. Sometimes what we find out from our intuition is so scary that we don't even want to look at it. We just want to run away from it. I had the most fucking spiritual experience recently, guys, at Field of Screams. If you've never been, fucking go. Okay, I have severe PTSD and I survived it. It's very therapeutic, actually. I think people with PTSD should do it so that they get in touch with that raw, primal fear self. Because it has messages for you. It needs you to heal it. Okay? Because we all get hurt in this life. All of us do. I just lost one of my really closest friends, whom I stopped talking to for really dumb reasons, thinking back. And he's no longer here on this planet. Which explains why he's been running through my mind so often lately. I had wondered why all of these memories of him kept flooding back to me. And now I know it's because he's been talking to me. He wanted to let me know that he's okay. And that he remembers all of the good times that we had together. and that he's not mad. That he comes to check up on me frequently. Because you can check up on people. Alright? Nothing is secret anymore. We are all telepathically linked. You just need to tune in to it. You need to attune yourself to that level of ability, of connectedness with others. Okay? Most of us are afraid to connect to others. Because it makes us vulnerable. Because when you connect to others, there's a chance that they can damage you, hurt you. And we all damage each other in ways that we don't understand at the time. I understand this now. I understand that everybody's doing their best at their level of understanding. And that's why I'm able to forgive people so easily. And if anyone has ever been in my life, you can attest to this. I'm very forgiving and very loyal. It's just the way my soul operates. 10-10-5-5. That's the coordinates of my soul, if you want to look me up. I'm a blue giant. I may be a midget in this life, and I'm pretty sure it's an inside joke. Because I forget that I'm so small until I get around other people. It's weird. It's like I really think I'm a big person, and then I go out into the world and I shrink. I don't know. Some weird thing. That those who know who I am, I'm calling upon you. Let's band together. We can do this. We can help heal and integrate the collective. That is all of our final goal, whether we realize it or not. Just like a tree has its roots, we must fight our way up through hell in order to reach the light again. I am God. And I don't care what you think of that. In some countries, that's not an unordinary thing to say. Because we are all God. Are we not all God's children? Then why would we not also be God? We came from Him. Or her, depending on how you want to look at it. Or just God, because it could be gender neutral. And it's easier to say. So why the fuck not? God is God. Because He's holy. Okay? To be holy is to be whole. If you're lacking love for any part of yourself, that is why it is so dysfunctional and toxic. That is why you need to work on healing those wounds so that you no longer inflict any kind of pain or trauma on yourself or onto others. That doesn't mean you need to isolate yourself. That just means you need to hold yourself in high accountability. Okay, and master yourself and learn how to control yourself. But also allow yourself enough freedom to just be. There's something really powerful in just being right now. So please, just be. This has been a message from Scary Star Being. You guys will remember me. You will remember my name. We are one. Wow. I don't know what I just said, guys. I don't remember now. Sorry. I don't know what I was talking about. I think I'm meant to go in a different direction. And see, you can go to one side or the other. And balance is needed, always, okay? That's how our heart weighs the same as the feather. Alright? Your heart needs to be light. And if you are hurting yourself or you are hurting others, your heart gets heavy. It makes your heart turn into almost like a black hole. Because it just implodes upon itself. Everything in existence has meaning, including you. So what is your meaning? You should mean a lot to you. And not just because you mean a lot to God, but because you mean a lot to yourself. Your real self. Your soul self. Not your ego. Egos are fragile because they're a house made of cards. Okay, I want to get to know the real you, the authentic you, the you that screams bloody murder in a field of screams because you're terrified and you don't know if you're gonna live or you're gonna die. Like, that's how you know the person's true character, in my opinion. How do they act when they're scared? Okay, because we get into lizard brain. You should have seen me. I was hilarious. I got called Scream Queen. I practically lost my voice because I screamed so much. It was very terrifying. There was flamethrowers. Seriously, everywhere. There was a loud freaking... You'd hear the fire start up, and you could even feel, like, the heat of it really, like, vividly. But I think that's kind of how they heated the area, because it was cold that night, and then it wasn't anymore. The actors were superb, and they were very kind and gentle. I could tell that they knew that I literally was having PTSD at the Field of Screams because I was having a difficult time differentiating between, you know, what was real and what was not real. Which is what I have to sort through all the time, okay? That's how we create our realities. We have to decide what reality we really want versus the one that we're afraid to get, you know? Because we'll be made to face that fear until we move on from it. Honestly, screaming that much, like, release something, like, just this heavy fucking burden from my being of whatever, anger, fear. I think they're the same thing. We get angry when we're afraid. I don't know if you guys can see the candle. Yeah, I know, my room's a mess. My whole life's a mess right now. I kind of like it, though. It's nice to be a mess sometimes. Sometimes you need that downtime so that you can help heal and grow your soul, you know? It's important. Don't overwork yourself in this 3D matrix. Everything will work out. You just have to believe. It's just as simple as that. As soon as you believe, a way forward is presented to you. I remember being called crazy because I was talking about this kind of cell phone that I'm making this on, that you're watching it on, maybe, you know. I legit got called crazy because I said I was watching the Halloween movie on my phone. They were like, how? And you're crazy. And then, like, not even 2 years later, or maybe even less than that, the first smartphone came out that you could watch, you know, videos on. And now look at where we are today. I think a majority of the things that we watch on our phones, right? I may not be tech savvy, but don't think that I'm not trying. That's the worst part about it. I don't know where I'm failing, but I'm failing anyway. Or technology is failing me, but who knows, maybe I'll have to do a Sermon on the Mount one of these days. Meet with my friends again. And we can break gluten-free bread, because I can't have gluten. Oh, sorry. I'm cracking myself up. I hope you guys can laugh at yourselves and with yourselves, because it's awesome to do that. This thing called being human is really weird. And Shane Dawson, I want to talk to you. Okay? I mean, I'm crazy for sure, but I'm definitely not a stalker. I'm too lazy for that. And I'm fun crazy? That sounds convincing. Okay. I want to hear your story. That's why. Because I think your story is very important. Just like, I may not be famous or anything. I mean, it's not that I'm not in this dimension. I'm well known throughout other dimensions, okay? And I'm subconsciously known in this dimension. People recognize me and they don't know where from, anyway. It's because I am all of you. I am not perfect. I have human limitations in this dimension. Sure, I may be able to channel my higher conscious self, but that took a lot of work. It was work that I dedicated myself to for years. Once I was lost and then I was found, okay? Find yourselves. Find your souls. Keep asking until you get an answer. It took years before I got the answer to where my soul was. I wanted to know where my soul was. And then finally, recently, I kept seeing 10-10-5-5. Like, so frequently that it got on my nerves. I was like, okay, I'll Google it. So I Googled the meaning of the number 10-10-5-5. And it came up as coordinates to a big blue giant star. And then I knew. That's when I knew who I was. Well, you know. You have to know yourself at all of your levels to reach this, you know, this level of awareness that we're all working to, whether we realize it or not. if you will, your journey back to God, right? Your journey back to being one with God. All right. Well, it's 2020, 2021, 2022. All of the 2020s are popping up on my phone right now, so these are very pivotal and significant years. We're making history right now as I speak. Let's not blow it. Alright, I love you guys. I think you guys are fucking awesome. And anybody who says differently should go suck on rocks. Okay? I love you. Bye.